welcome back to the channel, TrainStation2. Alright, we got first and the third competitions and we claim both legendaries. Alright, so this is the start of the third competition. It's a short one with probably 1 day, 14 hours left. So I started about 10 hours late, slightly earlier than normally, about 12 hours late. So tip number one I also shared is starting late is the key to winning, because you avoid those really competitive players that always start on time. So we are not the gem spender, neither can we afford it as a free-to-play. So that's not what we do, but rather we'll use the innovation center to boost the capacity of the engines, and the engines I always recommend as the rare and common. The reason why is because those are the best trains that you can afford at the start of it. So gradually when we progress further, that gives us a tiny bit of rewards, be it gems, keys and whatnot, the coin. All this you really can save up because you know the big day will come whereby you claim the legendary. You'll need tons and tons of coins. I spent about, I think, 3 million. So the other thing we can save about is the legendary parts. So all this will come to play, and we'll show you later on. I depleted my whole reserve of the legendary parts, and I'm not even fully upgraded that legendary train that I attained. So in terms of the coins, I think 3 million right now. Easily half is gone, or even 2/3, but it's not fully upgraded. So you understand how expensive it is to upgrade trains as you progress further into the region. So very quick, let's do a quick check here. This is the EP head start that we've gathered so far. Likewise, we got to use those mini challenges. I got second in the mini challenge that give me a bit of an event coins asset. All this adds up because, you know, being first in the competitions is 300 event coin. 3 first will only give you 900. So where is that additional 100 event coins that I get it from? Be it the Wheel of Fortune, be it you know, the reward path, or be it in terms just now what you've seen there, those mini challenges. All right, so all this got to come in place. When I talk about the reward path, I'm talking about another challenge we're going to show you later on, like more like a puzzle kind of game. I'm not too sure you have played that already. Hopefully you have, because that actually have its own reward path. This is what I'm talking about. They call the builder, right? The real builder. So this itself would gather some extra event coins for you. If you need to watch a video, by all means go ahead and watch to get that extra bit of coins. Everything adds up. You should have 100 event coin. That's how I managed to get 1000 event coin in total. The other legendary train that I obtained is basically the 4,000 event keys. So generally saving up the event keys are relatively important, because with that you know, all this legendary trains will definitely help you to do that delivery. I'll come to that delivery of that 100 EP job later on, because first you have to unlock the 100 EP job that comes about. Alright, so this real builder, as you can see on screen right now, is the one they've been playing. You need to watch video along the way, and I'm not going to let you do that. Right, so with that the video being watched, you get an extra bit of coins here and there. So as we progress further into the event, you realize there is a button that actually you can refresh that job if you don't like it because you don't have the item. So that is only available if you complete the whole stretch of that progression path. So in this event itself, there are 3 progression paths parallel to each other. So there's no crisscross in the progress path. If you click on the progress path in the Halloween event, or they call it the Freaky Funfair event or whatnot, but it's just Halloween event to me. You realize this is a good event that is not crisscross, so there's no hindrance in terms of the progression of each individual path. That means that you will get 3 out of 3 jobs eventually completed, and you will have a ability to reset any of the 3. But at this juncture, I've completed 2 of the path. I could see 1 more path to complete, and I'm able to reset just 2 jobs. But I think that's not the key point here. The key point I'm trying to drive at is that when you come to that additional job later on, which is the fourth job being unlocked as you progress further into the path. That is something you're going to deliver, and then you can unlock that 100 EP job. This is the one that's locked right now. Eventually, you are able to have a capacity to unlock it when you get your legendary train. So the main point is to get your legendary train as soon as possible, so you can unlock that job. And once you have completed the initial delivery, the 100 EP job would appear, and that is the game changer. And I'm going to save up that 100 EP for the head start for the next competition, fourth competition. So gradually it will hit a point whereby we'll be stuck because we don't have an epic train. Although with 2 legendaries we could complete one of that legendary job, the 100 EP job, within an hour, but we'll be stuck whereby the request of an epic train which you do not have, then you should then click on the reset button. So the reset button, do not use it before that. You really have to use it very prudently. So whenever you ask for things you don't have, you better go and manufacture those, all right? Because you can do it. But when you ask for trains you don't have, then you have no choice but to click on the reset button to get a new job, all right? So now you can see 2 reset, or you can call it refresh buttons that appears for the 2 jobs that completed in the progression path. The other one I'm still struggling, which is 14 out of 20. So I got 6 more jobs to do, and the Israel is the one that will be unlocked eventually. 100 EP jobs appear. So you have 4 jobs to do, more than sufficient for you. But the only worry is you don't have the items, but you got to build it. And I mentioned this in the previous video, the importance of collecting tombstone, because those are the rare commodity in the whole progression of your manufacturing path and event factory. Without tombstone, none can be moved, and you got to bear in mind these other items are taking up way too much of your warehouse spaces. So you really have to manage them well, because if you keep on collecting those other items, other raw materials for the event, and not that tombstone, you'll be stuck with a lot of unused raw materials, and they're just taking up space, and you eventually can't maneuver. So you got to bear this in mind. Tombstone is the key to winning. Once you get the hang of the tombstone, you got to do a lot of those other manufactured products, right? So then you can store it up. So at this juncture, I know I'm winning this because there's already a huge 500 over EP gap. And here's where we got our first legendary train using the 4,000 event keys, and it comes with a boost capacity of 50. Originally it should be 40, but you would be minus 10 after this event. But meanwhile, it's considered a batch train. It has an additional 10 capacity. I'm going to spend my millions and gold parts to basically upgrade it, all right? So before unlocking that 100 EP job, let's just make sure we have all the required items, which is this. We're going to build it eventually so we can fulfill that. All right, so the upgrading process you can see here is up to 74, and I spent every single of my parts, legendary parts, and almost 1.5 million, right? So that's how expensive it is just to upgrade the legendary train. And gradually we will upgrade to 80. I'm not going to upgrade further, and hopefully with that we will win more competitions ahead. We got 3 more to go, but winning competition will no longer be a priority after this, because the best reward can get is the 1000 event coin train. And what I'm really eyeing for is to save up additional 2,500 event keys to unlock that epic train. And I think that's perfect, because the rest is just bonus. All right, so we have created the huge easily 705 EP gap there, all thanks to the hardware put in by the batch trains and the dispatches. And of course, a lot of the reward path comes into play, because an additional EP to be collected for those mini challenges as well. So with that, definitely the precious 1000 event coin being spent on this Halloween train. I don't think it's a new design of this train before, so nonetheless, in the current region is a boost. All right, 2 legendaries to go. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe. Good luck. Goodbye.